Hello, everybody, and welcome to SPX 2012. We're doing interviews. You know what we do.
12.
Did you say? You know what? You know what?
Flashback.
I'll keep it.
Yes.
I'm going to agreement with you. It's going to stay in.
This is a blast from the past.
I mean,
20, you know what? I got most of the numbers right.
Has it been 10, 2? I don't know.
Anyway, I'm Joe.
Like 10 years.
And this is.
Oh, I'm Rusty, actually. Yeah.
And on the other end.
Zena.
Dina.
Not the warrior princess.
Oh.
You're not?
No, but my
Cancel
name is
the interview,
also
sorry.
Zena.
Now, are you a warrior princess? Just not necessarily that warrior princess?
I used to do judo forever
That's pretty
ago.
cool. All right, yeah. That, well, you know what? That counts. I'll call it.
Okay, thank you.
That's good.
Are you angry that Zena bit your style, though?
What?
You know, she took on the moniker of Warrior Princess, but obviously you were.
Yeah, because I was born first.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sometimes it's annoying. Everyone thinks my name is spelled with an X and spelled with a Z.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or Zed, as they might say in another country.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't do that here. Sorry.
And that's
No,
my
no.
nickname forever, Zena the Warrior Princess, no matter where I go. That becomes my nickname.
It's quite the burden to name a child because
the
you don't know
worst.
what's going to happen in
a
the
lot
world.
of pressure.
It's the worst.
A lot
I
of
mean-
possibilities.
You can have a bad idea and force the child to carry it, or you can have a great idea and the world is like, sorry, no,
Yeah.
we're going to change that for you.
Exactly. I mean, like, when your parents named you Rusty, did you think it was going to go over well?
He was a
So-
baby at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a lot of experience to pull back on. My parents tell the story that I was named after the dog, family dog of my
I
mom's,
thought it was an uncle.
and I did not learn for years. I mean, yeah, he was just a dog. That's all.
Was your uncle a dog?
I found out years later that was just a joke. I always believed it, but apparently it was that they were going to name my mom Rusty because she was going to be a boy, and then she decided to be a girl instead.
She just, well,
Babies make decisions, and we've established that early on.
especially regarding names
Yeah, and so they were like, all right, fine.
the
So
sex they're
her,
born as.
so her name actually ended up
So
being
why
Zelda.
was your mom going to be named Rusty?
Now that, I don't know. I think it was just they heard it and they thought it had a cool ring to it. I don't know.
I mean, it has 2 syllables,
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean,
handful of letters, only
cool.
1 vowel most of the time.
yeah.
I mean, that's a really good name.
So
Someone else steal?
what's that?
Like, you were Rusty and, like, Rusty Steele? Like, you didn't want to go for that? Like,
That's
a
pretty.
little middle
It sounds
name?
cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like my boy adventure comic, Rusty Steele.
Like,
Yeah, Rusty
yeah,
Steele.
you
Adventure.
could, like, you had a really good start there.
It's both
Yeah.
a name and an activity.
Yeah.
Yes. When I took Spanish in 7th grade, because they had us choose Spanish names, and in mine it was just the literal translation of Rusty because it's
Shout out to Mrs. Moffat.
Yeah. It didn't need to be a name
I know.
name. It's a thing.
I don't know if you're still kicking or watching SPX videos, but shout out for naming Rusty
Thanks.
Oxidized Metal in Espanol. It was a good day
So
for
wait,
me.
how do you say Rusty in Spanish?
Ronaldo.
That's not as exciting.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, there's a silent
that's almost
G.
it's almost why I didn't mention. I was like, it's gonna be a
No, it's
letdown,
not
guys.
silent G.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, shut up. What's your name in Spanish?
Zena, it's just with an S. It's
Oh.
boring.
I mean, they have Z's in Spanish.
And not really. I mean,
Is that a rumor? Have I been
Have you?
bamboozled?
I was gonna say,
I
were you
guess-
in that Spanish class? I don't know. Did
I
you?
don't know. Were there Z's in Spanish? I don't. Oh, you're right. There are Zapatos. Zapatos Z. I don't know. I don't
Wow.
know. I guess
At
I
least-
just chose Zena with an S. and I
Somebody
thought that
took you
was
for a
easier.
ride, and you're just now realizing it.
That's what happens in life, man.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for it. You never
Yeah, when
know.
are you gonna realize it?
Never.
You're gonna be taken for a ride forever.
I'm putting it off as long as I can.
Yeah, I
honestly.
would too.
Um,
My real name, birth name, Jose.
Jose?
I know what that is in Spanish.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard.
El nombre numero uno.
Exactly.
His dad is de España.
See,
Oh my gosh, the best, worst name I've ever heard is I had a coworker who was named Paverne. So she had one aunt named Pamela and one aunt named Laverne, and they were beloved, so she became Paverne.
Paverne.
She would not tell
I'm
people
sorry,
that
you-
was her name.
That is.
are you trying to tell me the name is Paverne?
yeah.
Paverne?
P-A-V-E-R-N. Paverne.
That is, I mean, somebody should call child services on them.
I think we just revealed like a
Yeah.
mythical thing in this,
I mean,
in this
if
interview.
look, Paverne, if you and Mrs. Moffat are watching these videos, this is not an insult to your name.
Not at all.
It's just uncommon.
You didn't ask for that.
And I can't imagine the hard strife you've dealt with.
but yeah.
No, it's life. Life is hard.
Do you think that pervert? Ooh, man,
Whoa, whoa.
pervert.
Almost
It's a
pervert.
go-
He's
it's-
gonna watch this and hate me.
No,
I
but
have
like,
been seen
do you
it
think
like
that's
10 years.
having a non-traditional name, which brings with it so much inquiry and attention that you cannot control? I'm sure you know what that's like.
Yeah.
Do you think it's warped her as a person and made her like a lesser person because she can't have the same bright heart?
No, I think you gotta embrace it, man.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, haven't you? Oh God, there's a woman who has like one of those awful names, and she's like Doctor, like whatever. I don't remember. Like one of those names of like Dr. Pepsi Cola or something. Like
my
when
God.
her parents named her after like something really bad, and she's like, I'm a doctor. That's my name. I am Doctor that. And like,
Was it Dr. Pepper? That makes sense.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
It's a different soda, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just
But no,
gotta
that's the
go
way to
with
do it. Embrace it. Roll with it.
Yeah. Can't let
So
it bother you.
one thing we haven't covered, we've covered so much,
I know. It's
Come
but
on.
been a
what we
lot of
haven't
fun.
covered is why you're here. Now you are a volunteer at the show.
Oh, yes. See, this is what makes me special enough for an interview.
Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was, yeah. And again, I said to her, think about how many people in the world there are and how many of them volunteer at Small First Expo. Not many comparatively.
No, you are the
And-
cream of the crop.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously. Definitely.
I mean, you barely know her, and you're just saying cream of the crop. It's just
I'm
throwing
just,
it out there.
you know what?
See, I know
I'm
that
optimistic.
sounds like a compliment, but it also sounds like you're just bullshitting.
Yeah, it's too complimentary. I'm
It's
sorry.
too
Yeah.
compliment. You don't know her like that.
Yeah, you obviously don't know. So you explain to us what is it you've been doing with your volunteer work here?
oh, I
at the
just
show?
did. I checked people in the morning.
Nice.
So when they came in, they like bought badges and stuff like that.
Did you ever have the inclination, the desire to go, I don't see your name? And then they go like, well,
Just
no,
to mess
no,
with them?
are you sure?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, sorry, there it is.
No, I feel like I don't feel like that. But I feel bad for people like they just like if you can't find their name and they're like, well, so and so bought me a ticket, and then they're like, I don't know. That's
I don't even know.
Talk to so and so. Sorry.
Exactly. But we did it. We got everyone registered.
Man, you didn't banish anybody?
No, it would have been fun to do so.
Have you volunteered here before?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is like my 3rd year. So
Nice.
yeah, I did.
You're not
weren't-
counting
wait,
the COVID
I was gonna say they
years.
weren't the last 2 years, right?
Because
it's,
those don't count.
No, we were closed. You kept sending lovely emails, which is like, SPX is supposed to be on this day, but we'll see what happens.
Like, I hate to
nah.
break it to you, we had shows. It was just like,
I just wasn't
Oh,
invited.
sorry.
I mean, among others, don't worry, there were plenty.
Of all the ways to find out, I'm sorry.
know.
We weren't
Live
invited.
on YouTube, no less.
Yes.
We weren't even invited. We didn't get to do interviews.
Definitely.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is your 3rd show that you've done?
Yeah, the 3rd year. Yeah.
Nice.
I did exhibitor registration on Friday. That was insane.
I heard it was very busy. Everybody showed up right at the beginning.
Everyone shows up, and like everyone is like chomping at the bit to set up, and they're just like, okay. Yeah, it's crazy.
People were like, we've been waiting 3 damn years.
Yeah.
Just get me in here.
Yeah. I got work to do, man. But,
Yes.
but yeah, no. People who are buying badges are chiller.
Why do you think that is?
Because they're just there to have fun. The exhibitors are there to sell stuff. It's
That's
no
true.
pressure.
Low pressure, yeah.
So attendees here to have fun, exhibitors here to have a bad time.
Here to have
make money.
here to have
Have a
fun
bad time.
and here to get it done.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's
So
the official.
attendees are also here to get it done?
No, they're just here to have fun.
Okay, so then exhibitors
Exhibitors are here to get it done.
Okay, but not have fun.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's one or the other.
In the first year I came here, there was some guy who gave away banana bread out of his backpack. Do you remember that?
No,
That
I
sounds
must not have
familiar.
gotten any. I also don't know that I have taken any.
I took one and my friend is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's banana bread." And she's like, "You don't know what's in it." And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure bananas."
And bread.
and
Yeah, I
bread. And it was really good.
Boom, and you're
and
alive.
Then he like
so.
never came back, and I was just like, it was really disappointed.
He
'cause
probably was insulted
it's
by
really
all the people-
hard to make really good banana bread.
Yes. That's
And to think
impressive.
all the people that insulted his dedication.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they missed out on some of the best banana bread.
Yeah.
Suckers.
Did you get any?
No,
I didn't either.
no.
Wow.
I would have taken it if I had been offered.
I probably would have, but then I would have thought hard about whether I ate it.
Yeah, it's true. You'd have been
Oh,
very
man,
polite.
thanks so much. Well, I got to stay
This
at this
is great.
now. What's happening?
Uh,
I've just brought this food burden onto my life.
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy about volunteering?
I just like being a part of things. It's fun. And it's like a nice way, like I feel like like if you're like uncomfortable or something, it's a nice way like to like break into going to something. Like you see people, you like just interact with them, and then you're like, okay, now I can like go talk to people.
So did you attend the show before you volunteered? Or did you start off?
Yeah, the first year I attended, and then I was like, wait, this is like 10 minutes from my house. This exists. Wow. Nice. And then people are like, I flew here from China. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You suckers.
I walked. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, no. But it's really amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's really unique. I always tell people about it because people are like, I go to cons. I'm like, do you go to SPX? And they're like, no, I go and I cosplay and I do like Marvel, DC. And I'm like, yeah, no.
That's great, but that's not
great for you.
This is very different.
Very different. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, nobody likes my Captain America cosplay here.
No, I confiscated it.
You're very disrespectful.
I was like, no.
I mean, you can
Not
cosplay. I mean, there's a lot of comics here to choose from. If you wanted to cosplay something, I'm sure you could come up with something.
That's true.
To be honest, I haven't tried.
There's a whole room of inspiration behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you didn't know. Sorry. I
didn't know.
Yeah.
The blinders have fallen from
People are making
eyes.
comics and everything. It's amazing.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was just the bathroom.
It's just a very busy bathroom.
Well, yeah, people going in there all the time, but it's like, you go to a ballpark, people going to the bathroom all the time there.
Yeah, but here they're making comics in the bathroom.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
No, I've done
They
that.
are. Anywhere you go.
Have you ever thought about making your own comics?
No. I was babysitting the other night, and I was drawing, and the kids were like, what are you drawing? And I'm like, nothing. I was just like making dots. And the kids are like, draw a horse. And I'm like, I cannot draw. And they're like, can you draw a horse? And I was like, I can draw something. It's not going to be a horse.
And I can tell you it's a horse.
I can tell you it's a, and I draw it, and they're like, that looks nothing like a horse. And I was like, I told you it would look nothing like it has 4 legs and a tail and a head. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah,
well, if you zoom out enough from the horse, it's going to be a dot.
I think
so that's what you got to say.
I think kids think because you can draw better than them, you're like an artist. And I'm like, no.
No, it's very slightly more than what you can do.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's it. We had done drawings for people in an event one time, and just like stick figures and stuff. And I was supposed to draw this girl with a panda. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
And it just looked like a badly drawn dog, not even like a good dog. It was just like these long, skinny legs and this like hot dog shaped body, and it was the least panda thing. I remember because you were like, "What the hell is that?" I'll see if we can find that so we can put it on the screen.
Oh
it
my
was like,
gosh.
it's a panda. And I was like, no, it is not.
You gave that to somebody.
Oh, yeah, it was Jen. It was luckily somebody I knew. So.
Yeah,
Did they pay you for that?
No, it was free, thank God.
Good.
Oh, no, they were free.
You know what I do is
they got what they paid for.
I look up those horrible drawings where they're like, you draw 3 ovals here, and then you overlap them,
Yes.
and I mean, I feel awful because I don't think I'm actually creating anything, but like at the end you get something that looks like something.
They're like, draw this, and it's like a circle, and then a square, and then fill in the details, and then it's like
exactly.
a photorealistic giraffe.
It's
No.
6 cars.
You made 6
But
cars.
My friend was like, I can't draw. Can you draw my kid a Hello Kitty for the card? And I drew it, and she's like, oh my God. And I was like, well, it's just like ovals here and circles there, and you just keep erasing it.
Right.
It's the key to all art. Keep erasing it.
Keep taking out pieces until it's something.
Until you end up with something.
It's just a dot at the end.
Exactly. And you're like, amazing. You know what I love? I feel like I should do a comic like the BJ Novak book. Have you read the book, the kid's book, BJ Novak? This is a book with no pictures.
No.
Mm-mm.
So it's like, this is a book with no pictures, but no matter what is on the page, the parents have to read it, and it's like, gooba, 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 ah, ooh, ah, and the kids are laughing like crazy. Like, that's what I could create, because I can't draw.
That's
It's
all
like,
right.
It's like where you imagine.
You work around it. Yes.
You imagine the picture.
You
know
draw
what?
it
Your imagination's
in their
better
head.
than
It seems like you're
better
trying to
than
get
anything I could come up
You're
with.
trying to get credit for what people can think of.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, if
I
you
mean,
can.
what do you think sci-fi is?
Well, I mean, in that case, you might come up with something and then execute it. But in this case, you're like, there's nothing on this page, but what about the coolest horse you've ever seen? I've kind of drawn that for you now, haven't I?
The kids are like, damn, that is the coolest horse I've ever seen.
Imagine it.
That sounds like a scheme.
Sounds smart, I think.
Yeah,
both.
definitely.
Yeah, sounds like a smart scheme. That's what it is.
I'm gonna work on it. You can't steal it now, okay?
Well, we'll see.
I mean, we'll see. I can delete this video right now.
No evidence.
The date. It's all coming apart now.
I mean, you already gave us the wrong date to begin with. Did you know?
There's-
Did you know that I
Hold
was
on.
going to
He
give you an
said
idea?
it
Are you asking me if I knew what year it was? Like, look, Joe, let's be real. Did you know?
we think you established in the beginning.
Or did you just guess?
Did you
Out
just
of all the thousands of years you could choose. Hey everybody, SPX 1749. Wait a second,
What?
I'm so embarrassed. I took a shot in the dark and it turns out I'm wrong.
Guys, quick update. We were like 1,000 years out. Sorry.
Yeah, but oh man, imagine if we weren't. I just created it for you.
Whoa. In your mind.
Oh man, you want to answer a mystery question?
Sure. I
Heck
feel like
yeah.
we haven't answered any questions. We're just going.
I mean, there have been plenty of questions. Whether you've
That's
answered
what we
them or
do.
not, that's on you.
Oh my,
go, come on. Little truck
Yeah.
Hi, car.
It's the quarter truck
It's a quarter truck.
to bring it. Oh my God, I'm dropping stuff.
Sure, why not?
I think so. Yeah,
It
it's a little
looks like
Chevy.
it's-
And then we're gonna bring in the big guy.
Little Chevy. Oh,
Oh, it's coming towards me.
It's 3D.
it's intimidating.
This is so much
The
fun.
3D mystery
I
question.
feel like it's better than those horrible gumballs they give you.
Hell
Oh, I
yeah.
mean, you can chew this too.
Yeah.
It's just
These are
Yeah,
toys.
it's about as edible as those gumballs.
Yeah.
it's just paper.
It's the same edibility.
You could just get a toy, or these are
my
toys
gosh.
in your mind.
Oh, imagine it.
Yep.
They're always horrible to open. Okay, dun 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 dun.
All
Wait,
right.
do I read the question or do you read the question?
You read the
Is
question.
it like a
And
fortune
you
cookie?
Is it what?
Is it like a fortune cookie?
I mean, it's
Okay.
in
Maybe.
theory, yeah.
Do you ever think about growing a proper mustache?
Yeah.
I feel like as someone who has like the Frida Kahlo going on most of the time, I'm glad that I don't get the mustache.
But do
I
you
feel
ever
like we
think
get
about
hair
it?
Everywhere else, the mustache is like the one thing.
You're like, okay, this is
Do you
good.
ever think about growing a proper mustache?
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's all we wanted to know.
And that could be good or bad. Like, do you think about it like I'm glad I don't?
Yeah.
Or do you think about like I want to?
Do you like, dear
anything.
diary, no mustache today, check back tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, I think everyone gets like the peach fuzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like? Do you secretly have like some really bang ass mustache under there, like with the wax
No.
and like the Praro?
I'm gonna break
Look-
protocol for a second. Like,
Woo!
like,
Not really.
there's not much going on there.
I feel like I'm being really risque, guys.
Whoa.
It's like the Victorians showing off their ankles.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I got you, guy off camera. We're gonna do that next.
Yes. Funny we talked about like growing it in, shaving or whatever. Joe just got his first haircut
Yeah.
in 3 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put those pictures up.
Those are not public
I mean,
pictures.
you
and
have
stuff.
to look camera ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And on the
The
inside.
camera adds like 2 inches of hair, obviously.
On the inside, I gotta look camera ready too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not, so I gotta do the outside.
And your soul.
I mean,
at least put on the face for it.
I feel like I like to think I'm like Maud, which is like I already have such a good head start. But I mean, some days are better than others.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the end of these interviews, oftentimes people have something they want to plug, something they want to direct people towards. Is there anything that you would like to talk about, to point out, to shout out?
I just think support independent artists. Like that's why I go to things like this. This is why I go to Small Press Expo. This is why I go to independent filmmakers. I feel like supporting people that are creating is really empowering for so many people. Like I think doing art is such a privilege, and like it's such an incredible way to see the world. And so I think that's it.
That's good. I like
It's
it.
nice.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of that.
Yes. Big ups to the artists.
Yeah.
Big ups.
I mean,
It's
that's
art.
why we're here, right?
That's exactly it.
Yep.
And there's a big bathroom they have. in the-
Well, and that's why I'm here.
But yeah.
To make comics in the bathroom.
Whatever, like wherever your happy place is.
Thank you for that.
That's
I have
that's
more
deep.
support
Yes,
than I've gotten in
that's-
a long
that's
time.
great. As much as people give you a hard time, man. That's what you needed.
You're the one.
I know. That's how I know how
Anyway-
many people give you a hard
Anyway,
time.
thanks for spending 2012 with us. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Every time. We just keep
Every
going
time,
back.
just
That
stick with
one
it.
was on purpose.
Yeah,
It was
no.
a callback.
Yeah, obviously.
Reference.
I mean, yeah, it was a reference to
Yeah.
the genius of my mad cappery.
Yes, of course.
All right, now we're going to end the interview.
Yes. Thank you for sitting with us. It's great.
You're welcome. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.